when your diagnosis story, you said about obviously the social element, going out drinking, everything like that. Did did that affect, like, from being a male celiac or going through that diagnosis, did that affect, that education element? Did it affect your time then as well?
Yeah, I think, like, you bring up a good point, and so does Matt and all of you about, like, just the different reasons people might hide it or be afraid to, like, mention it. For me, in the beginning, I didn't know, like, even really what celiac was for the first those, like, 2 years, I was just, like, figuring out that I couldn't eat gluten, and so in the beginning, it was kinda like a hidden thing for sure for, like, a year or so of just, like, privately kinda eating that way, and then if I'm around people, maybe it becomes more known, but, over time, it's become such a present thing that it's impossible to hide it, and, like, for me, it's, like, kinda similar to what Matt said, it's like, I feel liberated in a lot of things, I'm not worried about that, like, at all, and so, mentioning celiac and stuff, it's an opportunity now for me every time, and it's a chance to tell people and educate people about it in a respectful and safe way, and if people have judgments, whatever, that, we'll cross those bridges when we get there, but generally, like, in terms of having enough knowledge about myself and my journey now, I'm able to speak on it better, and so I don't have, uh, as much trouble defending myself or kind of like, advocating for myself, which definitely took, a long time, but, I do think there's just so many different reasons, and I think when I asked this question on some videos, I got a lot of responses, and a lot of people were like, for about why men might not talk about it, and a lot of people were saying like, "Oh, like, guys are just ignoring it or they might be like not, figuring it out or all these things. And I think like what Matt was saying, a lot of people just want to get better if they're sick. It's a pretty logical thing, regardless of gender, sex, anything. And so I think a lot of it, like the reason I'm so compelled to educate and share more is because if doctors aren't doing this for us and if people aren't doing it for us, then who else will? Like we can spread those messages and help other people realize, like, oh, maybe this is what was wrong with me. It wasn't something else. Cause I had no idea at first. I was like, I thought I legit had like stomach like cancer or like intestinal
Mm.
cancer, nothing severe. Cause I was like, it was such like crazy things happening to my body that had not really happened throughout my life. And I think that's the scariest part that then when I found out, like, even though it is a big change, but all I had to do was change what I was eating. It's like, oh, at least I don't have worse things, at least I found out and I have the chance to fix that.
Amazing. Thank you very much for
Yeah.
sharing. That's awesome. Again, two very different perspectives, which is what we love to hear. And this is exactly why I'm doing this call because again, we get put into this group a lot. Um, and just it shouldn't be like that at all. There should be no barriers and everyone's got a different story and everyone's got a different scenario. But again, we're just males with celiac, right? Or males that are gluten free. No, brilliant. That's actually a really interesting point. Ben, I don't know if you had any comments at all.
No, I think seeing two completely different sides of it is brilliant, to be honest, because actually knowing our stories as well, Sonny, it's a complete different contrast as well. Um, so it's very interesting to see completely different stories on how you perceive being celiac or gluten free and how you got your diagnosis as well.
But
Um,
both massive advocates. That's the main thing. So thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, without a doubt, brilliant.
It's hopefully if anyone takes anything away from the call, hopefully it'll be a case that like you need to be your own advocate. You need to shout about it. It's and again, if you do speak about it openly, it's okay. There's nothing to hide.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Sure.